We're going to kick things off with fans forums. I think this is a great idea. I'm really looking forward to getting your views on this. 03717 223344. Before we get your views on it, let's have a listen to the Southampton manager, Nathan Jones. He's been speaking to the media this afternoon about how he deals with so much criticism.
You're a manager, and the higher you go, the more scrutiny you get, and the wider back, the broader shoulders you have to have. You have to accept this part and parcel of things. There's certain elements of it you feel it's not necessary, it's a bit unfair, it's just not, that there's no context in that. But I haven't got here by a silver spoon or by a fly-by-night and just done it. I've had to work hard to get here and just continue to work hard and believe in what we do, because I do believe in what we do. I've real belief in the work that we do, and I believe that we as a staff, but me personally, in terms of everything, affect players positively, because my track record says that at whatever level.
That was Nathan Jones, one of the best managers in Europe, not my views. Listen, there's...
Stats-wise he is.
Stats-wise he is. What do you make of fans? The reason he's talking is on the back of criticism that does come at fans forum. So you've got, in some cases, the owner, you've got a chief exec, you've got, high rollers from a club. They sit down with a selected group of supporters from the club. They might be vloggers or bloggers or podcasters or whatever. And they sit down and they have maybe once a year, once every 6 months, and they discuss with these fans the good and the bad about their club. And fans will ask any question from when you're getting rid of the manager to are the price of pies going up next season. And it's a good opportunity for the owners to be seen as sort of,
listening to the fans,
approachable figures within the club. And I think that's really, really important. But is it a good idea, Benty, for all clubs to have this opportunity or to give this opportunity to their fans, you think?
Do you know what? I like the idea. And listen, I'll tell you, I jumped into a forum at the weekend, but we'll talk about that later on. I think for managers and the owners getting involved in forums, I do think it's a good thing. I think it's actually quite nice and quite refreshing to put themselves out there, but you've got to be a little bit cute with your timing. I think that's key. I mean, if you can hear that unrest with the supporters, and the fans are not having the manager, because we're not stupid, you hear the noise, you're in football stadiums when they're singing songs about the manager, you the local journalist, the national journalist, you can't escape it. You've got to be a bit cute with your timing. If your team's absolutely struggling, why would you put yourself ahead of that in that situation? Because you're going to get pelters about the manager. He's not good enough. We want Ralph back. You're going to get all that. You're going to get questions just about the club. But I guess if you're a team that's, say you're Brentford, imagine doing a fans forum at Brentford now. Everything would be positive. It'd be fantastic. Yeah. They'd be talking about the players. Everything would be positive. So I do think it's a good thing, because I think sometimes fans aren't really heard. And I know they make a lot of noise, but owners can just go, yeah, I hear it, but I don't really care. Doesn't bother me. But I think this is a good. If it's the actual owner and the one making the decisions, I think it's quite refreshing to see him talk to the fans.
Okay, I'll play devil's advocate here, right? Because I'm sort of torn on it, but I understand what you're saying. But there's no other industry like football, right? But there's no other industry that would give the opportunity to paying customers to sit down with the owner. You're not going to get people that use Amazon to sit down with Jeff Bezos.
No,
right?
I get that, but
you're not going to get people that use Tesco's to sit down with whoever runs Tesco. And,
of course.
Yeah, the price of butter's gone up. I don't know what you've done to Aisle 2. But with football, it seems that the people that are the paying customer, they feel, rightly or wrongly, that they have a right to pass on their views of how the club is run, who runs the club, who the manager should be.
Well, first and foremost, you've got to say the fans. Without the fans, football's nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Without the fans, that's why when you become a professional footballer, playing in front of your home fans is fantastic. So I understand that, and I get it. But football's like no other industry. Football is bonkers, and unfortunately, in certain situations, we've seen how powerful fans can be. We saw it firsthand. Super League, when they first produced the Super League, this is what we're going to do. The fans tore it down in 48 hours. So the fans have power. So I think I get it. There's no God-given right that they should be sitting in front of the owners, but I do think it is a good thing and it can be used as a positive.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.